Okay, folks, World Cup Cocktails with Tim continues with Wales. Yes, the Dragons. Now, despite being the third oldest football association on the planet after England and Scotland, the Welsh have only qualified for one World Cup, and that was way back in 1958. And so it's been 64 years before Qatar, before they qualified. And well, they were stuck in the toughest group statistically in Group B with United States, England, and Iran, and with a tie to us and 2 losses, well, that kind of sealed their fate. But so that really means this great generation of Welsh players, including Gareth Bale, can go back to what they were doing before. And in Gareth Bale's case, he can go back to playing golf, playing a little MLS, and apparently repping this wonderful Penderyn Welsh whiskey. Now, this great little story here, and this is going to be the inspiration for the cocktail we're going to make. This great little story here, they hadn't had a distillery in Wales in over 80 years until Penderyn came back a dozen plus years ago and decided to make a whole range of whiskeys. Some are more peaty, some are more malty. This one, the Myth, is on the more Speyside, malty side, which is, you know, more Macallan-y, if you will, my sort of style, versus their others that are a little peaty. Okay, so what are we going to make? We're going to make something, and this is in honor of Gareth Bale, something called the Flying Welshman. There's a famous drink, Flying Scotsman. We're going to substitute the Welsh whiskey for the Scotch whiskey. Okay, so what are we going to do? In a stir, this is going to be a stirred drink. So we're going to start off with 1 3/4 ounce of this Penderyn. Then we're going to move to 1 1/2 ounces of red sweet vermouth. Now I'm using this Koki, as you may have heard from me before. It's one of my favorite. It has these great vanilla flavors. So we're going to use 1 1/2 ounces of that. Then, kind of bizarrely in my opinion, they ask for just a teaspoon, not tablespoon, teaspoon of simple syrup. So we're going to put just a little bit in there. Then we're going to add 2 dashes of our Angostura bitters. And as I said, we're going to stir this around, so get your nice mixing. Again, you're not trying to dilute it too much, you're just trying to give it some stirs to get it cold. You can accelerate that process by putting this glass in the fridge, putting your glass you're going to pour it in, you're going to serve it in, also in the fridge or the freezer. Then we're going to strain this. I've already got a cube of ice in there. Pour this right over. Then we're going to take, you know, much like a Negroni, we're going to take a nice orange peel. We're going to espresso it in there. We're going to wipe the top, or the rim, I should say. Pop it in there, unlike a Negroni, where you do pop it in the drink. And there you have, in honor of Gareth Bale and the Welsh. It was a nice run. Glad to have you in this year's World Cup. So here it is, the Flying Welshman, Yeki Da. Oh, that's a